Let us take some money, put it into Tzedakah Pushka, and we will merit that the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach will take us out of Galus right away, especially when we include it with a little Dvar Torah, Torah, Tefillah, Tzedakah, the three pillars of our existence, of our purpose, of our journey. We're just coming with a lot of baggage that we have accumulated during the month of Tishrei, and now Shabbos Bereshis, the beginning. And now we're ready to face the challenges of the daily grind. And in fact, that's what the parsha of this week is. Noach. Torah tells us a story about Noach. God says he's going to destroy the whole world. He's going to purify the world, bringing a flood. And Noach will be saved, Noach will be protected. That flood is really representative of our daily challenges, the Mayim Rabim. But we have to understand that when the Torah tells us a story, it's not for entertainment purposes. Torah is not a history book. Torah is certainly not a storytelling book. It's a book of messages, teachings, Torah Meloshan Hoyra'ah, teaching us. So what is the Torah teaching us with the story of Noach? So let us go back. Who was Noach? So on the verse, Noach is tzaddik tomim hoya b'dorosav. Noach was a righteous man, a perfect person in his generation. Rashi stops for a moment and focuses on the word in his generation. Why is the Torah adding the word in his generation? He was a perfect person. He was a great tzaddik, period. And Rashi brings two opinions. One opinion is a very favorable one, glorifying Noach, that notwithstanding the generation that he lived in, a corrupt society to the point that God said, I must get rid of it. I must cleanse it. Even in such an environment, Noach was the famous, the great tzaddik. Extremely complimentary to Noach. But then Rashi says another explanation. Far from complimentary. Just the opposite, it says. Compared to all the others, to all the corrupt people, Noach was a tzaddik. But if he would have been in any other generation that wouldn't be as corrupt as they, he would be a nobody. Now one wonders, what's the purpose of bringing the second interpretation? We know that in Torah we're always looking for positive. To the point that the Gemara points out that one time it says in the Torah, the animal which is not Torah, which normally the pasuk would say, the impure animal, to teach us that even from an animal you should speak in a positive light. So why are we speaking about Noach in a negative light? So the Rebbe quotes the Alter Rebbe in Torah. The flood and the Teva. Teva, the ark. The flood is the Mayim Rabim, turbulent oceans, the turbulent waters of life, with its huge waves, with its huge challenges. How can one overcome the challenges of the daily grind? There are challenges from within, there are challenges coming from without, from the outside. Financial challenges, health challenges, communal challenges, children's challenges, name it. Challenges. How do we overcome them? How do we stay on course? So the answer says, Alter Rebbe, Boy ela Teva, come into the Teva. Teva, which translates as the ark, but Teva also represents the letters. Come into the letters of Torah. You want to be able to swim through that ocean of the turbulent waters of life? Your boat is the words of Torah. So, but then one can ask, he says, now I understand that this is appropriate, applicable to somebody who is a learned person, who knows how to study Torah. But what about a simpleton who doesn't know Torah? Can't study? How can this individual overcome the challenges? Says the Torah, look at Noach. Noach was no great tzaddik, Noach was no great man. Noach was no great figure. He was just a little better than the others. He stood out from the others. He didn't allow himself to become as corrupt as all the others were. So when a person stands up against the rest of society, he can enter the words of Torah. Especially today, just go on the net and there's Torah in all the languages. So friends, that's why the Torah speaks about this negative. It's not negative, it's an encouragement to us. And by entering these words of Torah, this table, this ark, we will all enter the ultimate big ark with Mashiach.